All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. All right, we come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of this bitch-ass kingdom, America, known as America, but is referred to as Babylon the Great, spiritually Sodom and Egypt, the whore that sitteth upon the beast. What else? Yeah, I think that's all the nicknames in the scriptures. And we also prophesy the upbringing of the nation of Israel, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the Israelite foreigners who go back to Israel, but have been scattered amongst, the other nations. And today is June 18th, otherwise known as Juneteenth, which has been popularized recently, through the media of Esau trying to cover up his wickedness and trying to paint an illusion that all the slaves from the 1800s have been emancipated. Actually, we can go into that word emancipate real quick, just to bring out edification about how, hey man, just because the Abraham Lincoln signed that Emancipation Proclamation, hey, it didn't really free you, When you go into that definition, it just means a transfer of power. So they went from the more strict servitude in the South to being, wage slaves and slaves in the factories into the Union. You got the
emancipation. The word emancipation, the definition of emancipation, google.com. It says the fact or process of being set free from legal, social, or political restrictions, liberation.
Yeah, so they went from one political system to another. They're still in America. They still had to work for, money. It's just a more updated form of slavery.
I got another definition according to Merriam-Webster dictionary. It says to free from restraint, control, or the power of another. To free from any controlling influence, such as traditional mores or beliefs.
So really, when you go into it, it went from the southern states working on them plantations to, you being able to work in factories. That's basically it. You become a wage slave. As a matter of fact, we can grab that in a root. We're subjected to payments at this day, subjected to payments. Because another word for servant is employee, And there's nothing really wrong with slavery, but the way Esau did it in America was, wrong. Because the scriptures tell you how you're supposed to treat a servant, treat a hired servant, which is an employee,
And if I may add, another word for servant is slave.
Yeah, slave.
Yeah, slave.
Yeah, what's that song that says 8 gold chains, modern slavery, but this isn't the 1800s, so they pay me,
This is Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, to be subject to payments according to all the iniquity of our fathers, which departed from the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, our power.
Yeah, so being subjected to payments, such as, bills, water bill, electric bill, taxes, that's a form of oppression, That shows that you have a higher authority that you have to pay dues to, Hey, and in the kingdom, hey, the other nations are going to be paying tribute to us. You can read about that in Isaiah, the 2nd chapter. But yeah, man, we're not free. You know, our true liberation comes when Yahweh Shai comes back, because even if we don't serve this devil, man, we're still wicked our own damn selves. We'd still be left to our own devices and be subject to sin. That's really what we want to be emancipated from, is you know, this flesh, our fleshly desires, and also, you know, getting out from under this damn devil as well. But yeah, until we get those new bodies, we won't really be free. But even then, we're going to be subjected to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. We'll be programmed to do it. So there's no such thing as, you know, free choice, you know?
And if I may add, then they just make Juneteenth a national holiday.
Yeah.
Whatever. So that means everybody get off on Juneteenth, right?
Oh,
everybody.
Yeah.
What type of sense does that make? You know what I'm saying? What type of sense does that make, man? We the Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, we've been cursed and persecuted under this devil, Esau Edom, man. So Esau Edom get off? Don't ain't got to go to work on Juneteenth?
Yeah,
come on, man. What type of fucking sense does that make, man? We're ready to get out of here, man. We're ready for Yahweh Shai to come back, man. Destroy this place, man. We're tired of this shit, man.
Yeah,
we under the curses, man. Go ahead.
I was gonna say a gift destroyed the heart. You know, we can grab that. Because just because Esau throws his little goodies out there for you to, you know, he gives you a day off and recognizes that this was the official day for you to, for your freedom in history. It wasn't July 4th. Okay, yeah, because we treated y'all bad. We'll give you a day off, and us a day off too, on June 18th.
You know?
It doesn't make any sense, man. All the wicked atrocities, and you think a national holiday is going to fix all the history that was done to you? Yeah, you got to be out your cotton picking mind.
What's that in the NBA? The quote with Black Lives Matter, like Jake Simple, man.
Yeah, Jake thinks that they got some type of influence over the earth just because. But really, it's Esau setting all this up.
Yeah, Esau set it up. Esau had to pass the law for Juneteenth to be a national holiday. And if I may add, man.
And then he made June the Pride Month.
Pride Month. You know what I'm saying? So niggas is simple, man. You know what I'm saying? You get February, so-called Black History Month, that destroys month. Then you get Juneteenth, the so-called national holiday, man. That's fucking Pride Month, man. What type of shit is that, man? Look at what they're giving you, Jake. Stop being simple, Jake.
This is Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Yeah, because a wise man would understand that they're still in captivity. That they still have to clock in. They got someone over, you know. And it makes you mad. And a gift destroyed the heart because, you know, whenever you're vexed, and you get a little, you know, little bonus, you know, a little treat, you think, oh well, this is a whole lot better than nothing, you know. But a wise man will still recognize that gift don't mean shit. True reparations is seeing his enemies fall.
That's right.
You know, payback, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, ear for an ear.
And if I may add, just talking about the gift destroyed the heart, they gave us these fucking stimulus checks, man.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? Fucking inflation, man. Everything high as fuck.
You know
what I'm saying? So, come on, Jake. Think, man. Stop being simple, man. You know what I'm saying?
You got what was it? 14 times 2. That's
14 times 2. That's 48.
Yeah, 28,000.
28. So
or $2,800. And now lumber has skyrocketed, so you can't build a house. The housing market is on the rise because everybody's trying to get the fuck out of their houses because they were locked up in them bitches for the whole year. And then, you know, nobody was working, so nobody was creating the lumber or material to build houses or producing the meat that comes to your table. Everybody with their trucking jobs were, you know, faking sick so they didn't have to work. So now, because of that, everything's, you know, inflated. You know, we're in an everything bubble, and the fiat currency ain't shit. All it takes is that oil over there in the Middle East. All it takes is to get priced in a different currency, and our money ain't worth shit anymore.
I had something quick. This is Haggai 1:6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have nothing. You have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. But he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes.
Yep, man. That goes back to the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. You know. Matter of fact, grab Deuteronomy 28. Okay. Yeah, you can just jump to 15. Come on.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord, Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Yeah, so the reason why Jake is in such a low place, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners, you know, the reason why you're at the bottom and, you know, it seems like, you know, you take 3 steps forward and 5 steps back is because, hey man, we went off as a nation. We turned against the Lord. So all these curses are on us where, you know, you build 7, 8, 9 houses in a month, but you don't get to dwell in any of them. And you're barely surviving in your own house, you know?
And if I may add, who living in the projects, man? Who living in the ghetto?
Jake?
Yeah, you know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So those curses are upon us, man. You know?
Yeah, they only fit a certain people. These curses, because there's other people that break the law, statutes, and commandments of the scriptures, but they live in lavishly.
Yeah.
They get away with it. That's because the Most High chastens those that He loves. Just like your biological father or a father figure that, you know, probably raised you. Hey, he didn't give a fuck about whatever your friends got into. He cared about you. He said, you can't do any of that shit. You know?
Keep reading on that. Keep reading on the curses.
No, that's it. You can go back to
Okay, come. Jumping back to Haggai.
I'm gonna get a quick one while you at it, bro.
Come.
It's Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
Yeah, everything that this country pushes, you know, all the ideologies that it pushes, philosophies, you know, it leads to destruction. You know, I mean that. Even democracy. Let's take democracy for an example. All it does is gather a multitude of people and teaches you to elect one person to solve all the community's problems. It doesn't teach you how to be a leader and teach you to take care of everything, you know? Be a man and take care of, you know, what you can, the problems that you come across, you know? Because you got, like, when the gas prices inflated here in the South, you got all these Republicans starting blaming the president for all the mishaps. You know, how can you do that, man? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You know, people don't do their own research. They don't try to be proactive. They just want to blame, you know, the scapegoat for all the problems. That's the ideology that democracy puts into it. So you elect a president and then he's responsible for everybody in the city. But really, a true king is gonna teach his people about how to operate, man. That's why the Israelites is going to be a kingly and priestly nation. You know, it's going to be a nation of kings, a nation of leaders, proactive, making executive decisions.
I can get that. It's 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
Yeah, we're called to be kings, not voters.
Called to be king, not base. You know what I'm saying? Not base. Esau the base man, but niggas, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans become more baser than Esau.
Yep.
Yeah, but grab Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 10 and 2. You might can start at 1. Okay, yeah, because they follow suit after Esau's ways. You know, Esau says jump, Jake says how high.
It's on fucking different. It's Ecclesiastes, better known as Sirach, chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Yeah, so just like however the governor is or however the king is, the people are gonna follow suit after his ways. You know? By default, because they're under his jurisdiction. Just like when you go into a job site, you know, you have to operate under his authority. Right. You know, if like for an example, when I was in Hawaii, there was a way, you know, me and my coworkers wanted to do things. You know, we wanted to do the job right. We wanted to get good material and do the job right. But our boss was like, he was like, no, just get it done quickly as possible. You know, cut a few corners like this and get the fuck out of here. And, like, you know, get our money and dip. We're like, nah, man. Like, we're gonna be right back here, you know, doing the same shit because it's gonna, you know, it's gonna cave in. You know. But, yeah. But hey, we had to be like him. You know, we were getting you know, we were basically like his pawns. You know, catching his shit because he didn't want to do it right. You know, but it's
a prudent man is well ordered.
Yeah, a prudent man is well ordered, which means, you know, he understands that the people under him are going to start operating like him, so it's in his best interest to do it in well order.
That's verse 2. Right? Verse 2, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Yeah, so if you have a wicked person in authority, then I mean it's obvious, man. Look at the society today, man. You know, it's no secret anymore that the world is run by elite banking pedophiles, man. They push agenda for homosexuality. You know, idolatry, do as thou wilt. You know, follow after the lust of your own heart. And that's what these people push today. They have no moral integrity. You know, they don't want to stand their moral ground. You know, they're pushovers, man.
And if I may add, like the Aqua saying, who running this kingdom, man? Who kingdom is this? Esau, Edom, man. The wicked, man. You know what I'm saying? So everything around here is wicked, man. You got homosexuality, man. You got bestiality. You got all this shit going on out here, man. Because who running this kingdom, man? Esau, Edom, the wicked, man, according to the Bible, man.
The earth is given to the hands of the wicked.
Job 9:24, man. We can get there. They are the wicked, man.
That's right.
Let's look at what's going on out here, man.
You got something?
Yeah, this is Sirach, chapter 29, verse 19. A wicked man transgressing the commandments of the Lord shall fall into a surety ship, and he that undertaketh and followeth other men's business for gain shall fall into some.
Yeah, man. Because the scriptures talk about, you know, when a multitude says to gather and let's kill him and take his resources, roughly paraphrasing, that, you know, their end is going to be death, you know? They're not going to get away with that. You know, so likewise, hey, with Esau, how was his kingdom established? You know, by the rape, rob, and murder of the Native Americans. You know, the enslavement of the so-called Negroes. You know, taking the land from the Native Americans, putting them on reservations. You know, pushing the Issacharites down below this border. You know, by his manifest destiny. And then they also sent the Spaniards, the conquistadors, to the, you know, South America. You know, same thing. Beat their language out of them, and you know, indoctrinate them to his ways. You know, took away our heritage. So guess what his end is? It's death.
It's death.
This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Who is the wicked, man? Esau, Edom, man. The so-called white man. You know? Let's look at this earth, man. It's run by wickedness, man. Like we say, you got the moles out here. You got poison water out here. You got poison air, poison food, man. And this kingdom is under whose control? Esau, Edom, the wicked, according to the Bible. Go ahead.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?